this beat is crazy. Jamal, man, 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 this beat is crazy.
Good evening, gentlemen. Got to make sure my sound quality is all good, man. I'm glad y'all fellas could be in here tonight, man. For sure. I would like to give a shout out to the first and foremost to the Men First movement. All the brothers that already came in to check us out, man. Carlos Jones, man, salute to you, my brother. My brother Brown Hornet, always a starch supporter of the content, whether it's here or at other people's content, you know, salute to him as well, man. My brother Abdullah, salute to you, my brother. Salute to the homie Mookie. D. Flemings, man. Shout out to the wrench gang up in this bitch, man. Matt Mackey, C. Shields, man. Salute to you as well, my brother. Steven, I'm not going to butcher your last name. Salute to you as well, my brother. Triple Masterpiece, what's happening, man? For sure. Jared Wilson, Iman Perry, wrench gang up in here for sure, man. Working man. I like it. Ain't no more Nick Fury is working man for sure, man. Good to see you in the building, brother. The homie Lamont Ellis, man. What's going on, brother? JB E162, man. Salute to you. He say, let's go, GMB. Salute, brother. Salute to you as well, my brother. PK Skinny Boy, salute to you as well. D Rock Den, as always, man. Salute to you, my brother. C-Rob, good to see you in the building, man. MPI, man, as always, good to see you in the building as well. And so forth and so on, man. I'm not going to get caught up in the chat giving shout-outs. Before I get started into my normal opening monologue, I would like to give a shout-out to the brothers who donated to the Cash App while I wasn't around. As always, the homie Bruce, I won't use your last name, with the 10 spot. I appreciate you, my brother. The homie Troy with the 20 spot. I appreciate you as well, brother. Sir Ism, as always, much love. Tonight is going to be very interesting, and you already know what time it is. Everybody already talked about the game with Baltimore, and look, as I predicted last week, Las Vegas did upset the Baltimore Ravens. I saw that coming, man. I got to be honest with you, brothers, man. Las Vegas is not a shitty team. Coaching means something, and the way that you're coached, it means a lot. They didn't give that man $100 million to come in there and, bullshit around. The man, he knows coaching. He even when he was in doing the announcing thing, he was doing well. He knows the game. And that's why some of you guys should actually know the game. Some of you all should actually go into your own realm of coaching when it comes to life. See, life is not a game, but the rules of the game can be applied to different aspects of your life. And you will be very wary of taking bad information from what we would equate to a bad coach. When you got a fucked up coach, man, that can't relate to you, that doesn't know anything about what you're going through or your struggle or the game, you're not going to really be motivated to play for that motherfucker. Granted, some may. But at the end of the day, man, I mean, the NFL is pretty much like the ultimate redemption story, because you see guys, quarterbacks that were terrible on some teams, like Steve Young. Steve Young was considered a bust. Nobody wanted him in Tampa Bay, and he went to San Francisco, and he's a Hall of Famer. Then you have other guys, which is what I consider my favorite NFL athlete of all time. People know that I'm a Jordan guy, but as far as professional athleticism, when it comes to the game of the NFL, Barry Sanders is my favorite player of all time, because he was dealt a bad hand, like many men are, as it relates to men, and he made the most of it. If people always say if Barry had Emmett's line and quarterback and receivers, he'd have been the greatest player of all time, man. I remember a year with Scott Mitchell at quarterback, they had 3 1,000-yard receivers, and Barry had 1,500 yards. Still, with the ball, with all those receivers having 1,000 yards, this motherfucker still came up 1,500 yards, man. Barry, and then he was humble with his approach to the game. You never seen him be over flamboyant. He never put the spotlight on himself. He just went out and performed his job. He did his motherfucking thing. And you don't appreciate players like that until they're long gone. And then you turn around and you see people like with the entertainment industry. Young Miami. Her mother got out of prison, and the first thing this bitch did was go buy her mama a ass. A brand new ass. Forget about the hamburger meat. Forget about all that bullshit. Let's go get her a new ass. Let's go get her some attention. I've told y'all guys, man, in modern society, attention is currency. particularly to modern female, particularly to modern black females. You had the brother O'Shea, man. Shout out to O'Shea, who did a story about the broad who got shot allegedly by her baby daddy. And instead of calling 911, this bitch went on IG Live. This is the shit that I be talking about, man. Dysfunction, chaos. Not only has it become the norm, it's become our culture. Single motherhood has actually become our culture. I know a lot of y'all don't like to hear a lot of shit I say, man, but at the end of the day, man, it is what it is. People say, oh, everybody base their culture and the way that they behave on black people. No, they don't, man. They look at a lot of our behavior as degeneracy. They look at that shit as entertainment, in which it is. Whether it's Lil Nas X with the turd belly, you know, having like maternity photos, a man, or whether it's Russell Westbrook wearing a fucking dress. If you don't believe in the attack on black masculinity, man, look no further than the entertainment industry. But if you speak about it, or whether or not, if you critique it, then it's a problem. I'm going to get into the topic of today, but I just want to, you know, I try to stay away from a lot of this shit, man. I've actually kind of been trying to keep my way, you know, stay away, man. Because at the end of the day, no matter how much I talk, people are going to do exactly what they want to do, whether it's male or female. You Negroids are still going to be seeing a bitch that has her pussy print and some boy shorts on, or, you know, some Daisy Dukes in the Dollar General, and you motherfuckers are still going to say that she's perfect. She riding in a 95 Honda Accord with a bunch of trash on the floor, and you going to consider her perfect because of her visual. You motherfuckers love pussy. Nothing wrong with loving women, and you're a heterosexual man, but at the end of the day, the reason that we are in the situation that we are in as far as men when it comes to the dynamic between male and female is because most of you motherfuckers are simps. You are. You can sit up here and talk about you listening to that red pill shit and all this other bullshit, but as soon as you see a fat ass and some big titties, you motherfuckers are losing your mind. You just like the motherfucker on the cartoons or what it was, the Mask, the movie, your eyes popping out your fucking head. And these hoes know they got you. Hook, line, and sinker, just like that, because you motherfuckers are clowns. You don't look at that type of behavior as being beneath you because you don't carry yourself at a certain standard. Because quite frankly, you don't have standards for yourself as a man. You don't really even, you don't have integrity. You see, you sit up here and talk all that bullshit in the comment section or on YouTube. But as soon as you go to the Dollar Tree, as soon as you go to the mall, you're rubbernecking. You got the fucking rubberneck. As soon as you see a fat ass, and that, like I've said before, and I'll say it again, that fat ass don't mean nothing other than she can poop, fart, and shit, just like every other human being on this earth. That fat ass don't mean she can fuck. That fat ass doesn't mean her fucking pussy ain't stretched out like a fucking roast beef sandwich. Doesn't mean anything. It only means that more than likely she's lazy and doesn't work out. That's what it means. I'm sorry. Call a spade a spade. But at the end of the day, that fat ass that you rubbernecking for and you going crazy about, it could cost you 18 years, a lifetime of headaches. It can. You're going to be in trouble chasing that fat ass. And then at the end of the day, chasing that fat ass, you're going to get shitted on. As long as you chase behind, you will always be behind. Are there decent women out there? Yeah, but you motherfuckers overlook them because they ain't got a fat ass. Oh, man, the fairly decent women don't stand a chance, just like most of the decent men don't stand a chance at all. Find a young 22-year-old young man that is, upwardly mobile, that went and got a trade and working in his trade. He goes home every night. He doesn't party a whole lot. He probably hangs around with his dad or maybe some of his dad friends when he decides to hang out with anybody. And you hoes would consider him a lame. And this is not an attack on young people. Young people are going to make mistakes, man. I was young before. This is the thing that a lot of young people don't realize, acknowledging and taking game from older people. They don't believe that older people were their age before. You understand what I'm saying? The game is the same, man. It's just the players that change. And as you age, you should mature and become wiser. But unfortunately, that doesn't happen in this society. It doesn't happen in modern society. You see more 35-year-old bitches trying to show their ass and behave like 21-year-old women. You see more bitches that have children by multiple men still out here behaving like little kids, man, like thought pockets, craving that attention. And when people, I won't just say men, but I do call it out. When men decide to call that bullshit out, all of a sudden you hate women, you're bashing women, you blah, blah this, and you blah, blah that. This is the shit that it irks my it grinds my gears, dude. Because you can't call anybody out behind poor behavior. We actually celebrate degeneracy. We celebrate mediocrity. Everybody needs a participation trophy. Shakara Richardson, anybody? We're not attacking anyone. We don't attack people. We just call a spade, but you can't call a spade in modern society. You have families who still hosting baby showers for their niece who is on her fourth child by her third different man. Women who glorify being a side piece to a man that is married to another woman. And they still procreate with that man. And at the end of the day, that child will forever suffer. See, it kills me because the absent father is always held more responsibly for the child's detriment than the present mother. When the child is a success and the father wasn't around, it's because I bust my ass, I sacrificed, I did all these things for this child to become successful. But as soon as a child goes to prison and he's not a contributor to society, the first thing these hoes do is say, because his daddy ain't shit. Most men that are raised by that mother behave like that mother. You will notice how children often gravitate to their mother's side of the family. Salute, brother J Thomas, man, with the 10-piece, man. Thank you, man. When he said for welcome back. Salute to you, my brother. D-Rock Den with the classic 5-piece, man. Salute to you as well, my brother. Fathers are blamed for every damn thing. You often think about how you try to be how most men, productive men, try to be in their children's lives, and they're being restricted because of the deep-rooted hatred that mother has for you. To the point that a man don't even have much fight left in him to fight for his children. To the point where that child starts to rebel, and then the first thing they want to do is point the finger at you. This is the reality for most men who are fathers. A lot of men want to be fathers to their children, but unfortunately, you got to take it on the chin as well, brothers. You got to hold yourself accountable, because many of you have procreated for women who weren't worthy of your seed. You fell a victim to that fat ass. And many of you men who are playing step dummy are actually doing the same thing. Sure, she will suck your dick out of your boxers. She fuck you good. But you are going to pay for those experiences. You are paying for her experience. Especially when a single mother has multiple children by multiple men, she has been sexually educated by several men. And now you're going to come in because she is able to suck you dry, lick on your balls, pull your shit out of your boxers and suck it from the side. You deem her wife material. How fucking stupid are you? You are a step dummy. Salute to the brothers, man. Salute to the brothers of the Men First movement, man, because we are about to dissect this shit. We are about to go in this motherfucker. Gavel, please. You motherfuckers don't understand exactly the predicament that you're putting yourself in. You look at any other race of men, I don't see white men being stepdaddy to black children. Yeah, although you have these divestment women that'll tell you otherwise, but how often do you see white men with a black stepchildren going anywhere, grocery store, anywhere? You rarely see that. Asian women, or Asian men with black children or white children, mixed breeding or whatever, you don't see it. But Negroids are expected to be step dummies. Raise the milkman's baby. Huh? I'm serious. You motherfuckers don't mind playing stepdaddy, man. Step dummy. To children that don't even respect you. I told y'all about the story before in volume 1. Y'all go check it out. Where the man raised the girl from 4 years old up until adulthood, up till she was 22 years old, and she decided to get married. Stepdaddy was footing the bill for the marriage, and then she at the dinner. The dinner that they have before the wedding, where the bridesmaids and groom and all of them come together, she announced that her father, who was in and out of prison her whole life, her entire life, didn't teach her to ride a bike. This man had taught her to ride a bike. He brought her first car, took her to get a driver's license, and all this shit. No. He got put on the back burner. She wanted her father, the motherfucker that was never there, to walk her down the aisle, to give her away. This is the reality for you step dummies. You got to understand, these women have carried these children for 9 months. Some of them less, but whatever. They're bonded to these children. You're not. So you're going to come second in a house that you've built and that you are providing for. As soon as those children are unhappy with you, whether they lie on you and say that you peeking in the bathroom on them or doing all kind of little stupid ass nonsense, your ass is out of there. Potentially going to prison. All because you're enticed, you are influenced by what mama is doing to you. Mama sucking and fucking you. And you dummies ain't used to that. Look at most of the professional athletes. There's only one that I can speak of. That was Shaquille O'Neal that paid homage to his stepfather. And you see how he was, his ex-wife took him for $30 million and spent it on her side, dude. But, that's neither here nor there. Can't blame stepdaddy for that. But look no further than Zion Williamson. Zion's stepfather was a basketball coach that actually particularly took an investment on that boy, put him in basketball camps all through his life. First one to put a basketball in his hand. And at that NBA draft, when he was the first overall pick, he never mentioned that man not one motherfucking time. Being a step dummy is a thankless job. You will never come first in that woman's life. Another man's DNA, another man's sperm will always come first in her life. No matter how degenerate them motherfuckers are, no matter what it is, you will become financially tied because if you with that woman as a union financially in home together, when she decided to burn that stupid motherfucker out of jail, when she decided to buy that stupid motherfucker a car, when they done wrecked the other car that they done gave them, when they decided to, just basically you condone their fuckery, it's going to cost you money. And at the end of the day, they will never respect you as much as they do their real father. Go in the card section in Walmart or Walgreens or wherever they have these fucking Hallmark cards. Count out how many they have for stepfathers. You are a step dummy. You are a footstool. You will never get the respect that the first motherfucker got. Y'all don't hit me, man. The things that the mother requires of you, she didn't require any of that shit from the previous motherfucker. He got away with murder. He was able to cheat, fuck, make other babies and all kind of other shit. No. They have an attachment for life because of that child. Soon as you fuck up one time, you are out of there. And she feel like you are easily replaceable. Why? Because most of you stupid motherfuckers are simps and you don't mind playing step dummy to a fat ass and a wet vag. Salute, brother, Mr. O. I will open it up. I'm going to drop the fucking link tonight. I know it's Sunday and a lot of guys are watching the game. I don't see everybody around YouTube that's going live. Hell, even Kevin Samuel was doing around 10K views. And that's highly, not normal. So for the guys who are in here tonight, man, I appreciate you, brothers. I'm glad y'all could be here. Gavel time, baby. I'm serious. You motherfuckers don't mind playing stepdaddy. When in reality, you should be like Snoop Dogg on Baby Boy. Fuck your foot, little motherfucker. It should be that way. The reason these hoes don't mind having children by multiple men and doing all this extra shit is because at the end of the day, they know that there are simps out there just like you that are going to go in there and play step dummy. Be that masculine presence. In reality, all you are is a financial benefactor to the bitch. She already getting child support from a motherfucker. Might be $50. Normally, when it's the type of men that these women choose, is going to be a motherfucker that ain't paying no more than $100 a month. But as soon as your stupid ass make a baby with her, your ass on the hook for $1,500 a month, you stupid motherfucker. Yeah, securing the bag off of you. These Instagram influencers are telling you stupid motherfuckers that, but you don't mind cutting a hole in your bag for a bitch. Because in reality, most of you are simps. Let's just be honest. If you have several women that you follow on Instagram that are not your family, you a fucking simp. Because all you looking for is an ass, a pretty face, and a fat ass. And ain't nothing wrong with being a man. I mean, you're going to be visual. But if you're following these bitches, that means these hoes are leading you. And as long as you chase behind, I will say it again, you will always be behind. Notice these hoes don't choose you. You stupid motherfuckers that's in their inbox and leaving comments and hearts and shit. These hoes don't choose you, man. Sure, they'll choose your ass after they've been on the fucking carousel and they fucking pussy all stretched out and fucked up and they looking for a step dummy just like you. And you don't mind taking your goddamn hard-earned coins and investing in this bitch and her bastard child. Y'all, you don't shame these hoes for their behavior. You only come in and be a band-aid for it. And that is a problem. KL says scrambled eggs. Exactly. Mr. Zeke, man, I appreciate the 10 spot, brother. Working man with the 5 spot, man, I appreciate you as well, brother. You motherfuckers don't mind being a band-aid to these hoes' problems. These hoes talking about they bad bitches, but they got a bad credit score, a bad attitude, a bunch of badass children, bad weave, bad makeup, ass sagging from a bad ass job. And y'all consider them a bad bitch. And you will come in just for that worn out pussy and play stepdaddy. I don't get it. It's because you brothers don't have standards. You're not following your purpose. You're not focused on your purpose. You're focused on everything else other than what's reality. And I'm here to give you your dose of reality. You are a damn fool. You're a dummy. Notice how these hoes are target young men. with all the potential in the world. And they'll make them step dummies as well, because many of these young men are not introduced to what true masculinity is, because, you know, masculinity is toxic. Even for the men that, you know, have had children in a failed relationship, that mother is going to teach that child against that father. You understand what I'm saying? This child is going to get all the bullshit from the mother. This child never was afforded the luxury of having the opportunity to sit down with the father and talk about what really happened. Man, your mama was an utter whore. I made a mistake. Your mama was an utter bitch. She liked to cheat and sleep around. And I couldn't stay around for that. The child doesn't hear that part. No. The child only hears that your daddy was a homemonger. He ain't shit. He's a fuck nigga. And now you have these children that walk around here with their pants hanging down to their motherfucking knees. See, I want to bring something up as well, and not to not digress, but it's funny to me. These bitches can walk around with boy shorts on, Daisy Dukes, showing they pussy print, they camel toe in public around young boys and young girls, all in the grocery store. Let a man do some shit like that. Well, some gym shorts where his print is showing is considered inappropriate. Many of these hoes are actually sexual deviants. But we can't call that bullshit out. Everywhere you go, whether it's social media or anywhere else, this hypersexual culture where motherfuckers can do the most and we're not expected to say anything. A school teacher can molest a young man, take advantage of a young man, and she gets a slap on the wrist. But as soon as a man deals with a young woman, granted it's some sick shit, this motherfucker gets life in prison. These are the things that men are faced with. JB says the same thing. It is a double standard. It is. But yet these hoes always scream about equality. There is no equality. The world that men have built and created, now society, these group of women want to take control of what men have built. It's unfortunate, but it's the truth. Rarely will you see people talk about traditional masculinity and how important and how vital it is for men to be in their children's lives. But yet men get blamed for all the dysfunction that comes from these children. We got another grown man business in here tonight, man. Salute to you, my brother. Man, that's a first. As many of y'all see, I've shaved a beard. I had to shave my beard down a little bit. The old lady say, "Oh, baby, you round face. She can't keep." She love to pinch on my fucking jaws now for some damn reason. She love to just run up on me, rubbing on my face, man. Damn, he got my avatar. You know it's true. Am I tripping in this motherfucker? Or is that a troll? All biracial men do is waste time. Hey, man, y'all block that motherfucker. This motherfucker got my avatar and every damn thing. God damn. Yeah. Get rid of this person. Block them from this channel. Wrench Gang, y'all already know what time it is. Your ass is sentenced to a lifetime of awareness of this motherfucker. But I just want you to understand, man, that they don't talk about the reality of what comes from being produced from single mothers. Single mothers produce the son husband. As my brother Book always said, a cat can't raise a dog to be a dog. It can only raise it to behave like a goddamn cat. And that is the reality of it. A woman can't teach a man how to be a fucking man. Granted, the child may be talented, but when it goes forth in his life, the reality of life, they are going to make a lot of terrible decisions based on their emotions. Look at a lot of these NBA players, man. Tyson Chandler is the last victim. Kevin Garnett before him. Many of them, you notice when they retire from the NBA, within a year, those women divorced them because when they're playing years, they're gone all the time. They're in training camp. They're doing this, they're doing that. And these women are living like single women with the bag. They're using these men's bag and doing all this extra bullshit with side dudes and fucking the men that they really want to fuck. And as soon as that man is able to settle down and actually be able to enjoy the fruits of his hard labor from all those years, guess what the first thing those bitches do? They out of there. Because they were never there for you. They were there for the fucking bag. But that's a problem, huh? Speaking that reality is a problem, huh? No. This is exactly what happens. And this happens in basic everyday life as well, gentlemen. The men that they invested everything into were shit, but they were granted the ultimate prize. They were granted the ultimate, validation by being able to have children, able to pump a baby in this bitch. And now you are expected to pay. They invested everything into Tyrone Thunderstorm. Henry is expected to invest everything into her and Tyrone's baby. If you are playing stepdaddy in modern society, if you think those children will ever respect you, you's a goddamn fool. If you think for 1 minute, especially because you see an influx of young men who don't have children that will take on the responsibility of a woman that has 5 children, 3 children, 2 children by other men, to the point that he agrees with her. She say, I don't want no more children. Okay then, baby. And now he don't want no more children. Your DNA legacy lineage dies with you. She doesn't deem you worthy to have children with, but she expects you to pay and be the provider. Meanwhile, the last motherfucker is out of there, but he got all the benefits of that washed up, worn out pussy. Y'all don't hear me, man. I know it may sink deep in because some of y'all like to talk this red pill shit, but you don't like to apply it to the people in your lives as well, man. Whether it's your sister, whether it's your cousin, female sister, of course your sister's a female, but the female cousin, your own fucking mama, who programmed you to be a son husband. She call you every time something is broken, every time something is fucked up over there. And it ain't nothing wrong with loving your mama. But your mama was afforded several years before you were to have a man, to be a man to her. How many of you brothers have siblings by different men? But you always talking about red pill shit. You don't want to apply it when it comes to your mama. I have a reality for you, some of you brothers. And I look, man, I mean, get mad at me all you want to. No, I'm okay with that. You like to talk about these hoes. But some of y'all need to come to the reality and come to grips with the reality that your mother was a whore. Can't go around talking about hoes this and hoes that when you ain't looking in your own fucking back seat. The same people that have been conditioning you to be a fucking fool. She get into, how many brothers have ran to the defense of that sister or that first cousin that then got into it with their baby daddy and you went over there and whooped his ass only to go to jail? Who came and bunned you out? Your mammy. Did that motherfucker that you ran to their defense come and get you out of jail? No, they came and got that baby dad out of jail. It's been instances where that's you came to the defense of your own fucking mama. And you probably whooped your stepdaddy's ass. And guess what happened in the end? She came and got him out before she got you out. And when she got you out, she said, you got to go stay with grandma. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't fucking hear me. I know you get mad at me or whatever the case may be, man. This is why I try to stay away. This is why I stay away so much, because the reality, I'm from ground zero. I don't get on here and tell y'all the bullshit that you want to hear. I can't do that. I got to tell you the fucking truth. Being a stepfather is a thankless job, but you got to think. You got to not think for your motherfucking self. What are you investing that's going to benefit you long term? As a man, you look at what benefits you. Now, granted, some women are single mothers, may have one child. They have made a mistake, early in life. Or maybe sometimes the father may have died. I can't go on all assault against that. But it needs to be a situation where that father is not going to be around at all. Either his ass is dead, or she just made a mistake when they were young and they've grown apart or whatever the case may be. But when a bitch is 30 years old with 3 children by 3 different men, it is a liability. You are a fucking fool. She is there for a good time, not a long time. Recreational use. Think about this. You are raising another man's sperm. You just as well to be sucking another man's dick. Mr. O, with the sponsorship, I appreciate you, my brother. Clemente, man, with the sponsorship as well, man, I appreciate you as well, dog, for sure. For those who don't mind in the cash app, hit that motherfucker. Make it rain. I appreciate it. I'm serious, though, man. Particularly black men, you the motherfuckers don't mind being stepdaddy to a bitch that just because she sucked on your dick for the conveniently. Doing all kind of freaky ass shit. You'll tie yourself for a lifetime of misery and heartache to this bitch. And basically all you're doing is paying for another man's experiences. Another man taught her how to suck your dick through them boxers. You waking you up that bitch sleeping, goddamn everything. Know she feel a tugging on that bitch, sucking on that head. Oh man, now you in love. That's because you're a motherfucking fool. You're a sucker. And after being stepdaddy for the next 6 years, see how often it happens that she sucked that dick like that. See how often she gives you fellatio. Because many of these hoes reel you in out of desperation. They put their best foot forward for you stupid motherfuckers, and they reel you in. Because you motherfuckers are controlled by pussy and then sucking and fucking. Tote said what happened with Russell Wilson. Give it two years. I don't even give it 2 more years. But I'm not going to say that. I'm not at liberty to speak on another person's relationship. And I seen her shaking that ass again, hanging around Megan Thee Stallion. That told me exactly. It shows it what everyone else has predicted. You motherfuckers are stupid. These hoes should be a disqualifying factor, especially a bitch like that. That bitch had a long history of dealing with rappers and athletes. And he wiped her up. He saw the good in her. He thought he could make her a wholesome woman. That is coming, whether now or whether when he retires. Because we know what happens with retired athletes. Once that spotlight is off of them so much, then her ass is out of there. And she's going to be taking that alimony and child support fucking Dirty Dick Rodney. Dirty Dick Rodney has a 2012 Chevy Tahoe with rims on it. You know what I'm saying? Living in his $1,200 a month house. But he taking her ass to Pound Town. He taking her ass to the stabbing cabin. These women like motherfuckers that they got to do something for, man. It is what it is. I don't know why so many brothers get so caught up in wanting to do the most for these broads anyway, man. Because so many men are doing so little. And they're getting the most out of these broads. And granted, some men, a lot of men, just because they like that fat ass and that wet vag, they will present a lot of it to them. Oh, I don't know why, the motherfuckers that like to fuck behind another man. Hell yeah, I'll do this and I'll do that, I'll do this. And then the first 4 months, they doing all that shit. And then after that, it's flatline. Because that pussy is the same as all other pussies. I try to encourage brothers not to even go that goddamn way. Don't even waste their time. Unfortunately, many of them do. I'm going to open it up for a minute. I like to drop the link. Drop the link. Mr. O, I see you in the building, brother. Sister Gail, man, I appreciate you. Wrench Gang. I say China White is too, but China rarely comes through anymore. But Wrench Gang, as always, I like to see, the show that I'm not biased. We ain't hate women. No, we don't hate women. We love women who actually behave like women. We don't want no motherfucker that's over here all masculine, over talking men, always trying to point the finger and all this other bullshit. There's enough blame to go around, but mainly, our current predicament, when you look at numbers and statistics and empirical data that proves the biggest problem when it comes to black folks is poor decision making. That's what it is. And if you motherfuckers dumb enough to go over there and try to wife up some single mother that has multiple children by multiple men, and you down this bitch getting a goddamn shipyard check or even a fucking truck driving check, you a damn fool. She fucking and sucking on you because she see that bag just like you thought you saw it. No man should be controlled by his sexual urges or his desires, man. Why do you think social media is what it is now, man? Why you think Instagram popping like it is, man? Why you think OnlyFans, these hoes jumping on OnlyFans, man? It's all the attention grab from suckers. The bro, they got murdered down there by the dude or whatever, man. I mean, and the daddy made it seem even worse because he's a fucking dummy him fucking self. If I had with my daughter being upwardly mobile and productive, man, if some shit like that happened to her, man, I would be distraught, man. But this motherfucker running his goddamn mouth, even saying, oh, man, she was crazy. She liked to run her mouth. And she was opinionated. Nobody has yet to show the evidence of where that man broke in that house and killed that woman in a gated community. That man was invited there. That man was that woman's sponsor, man. That's what that's the reality of what really happens in a lot of these social media spaces. People are sponsored. People are whores, man. People are prostitutes, man. Same motherfuckers you leaving hearts and comments on their fucking pictures and shit every day, man. Less is more. I always say that shit. When you see a bitch on with her ass out on social media doing all that shit, you should view this bitch as beneath you. Because you already see exactly what it is. Do you think so poorly of yourself as a man that a fat ass gets your attention like that? What about your purpose? What are you doing to progress yourself in life? Shouldn't that be the focal point of every fiber of your existence? I doubt it is. Because you have been conditioned to worship women by that single mother that raised your stupid ass. Women are incapable of doing no wrong. Bladder. Hey man, you gotta let me know that you ain't no damn troll back there. Suckers. No, man. I ain't never seen you before, bruh. That looks a little goddamn suspect. You change your name, come back, bruh. I don't want to bring you up here. I don't want to fuck with no trolls. Like, I ain't in the. I'm not in the mood for that fucking trolling shit. I am not. If I know you, man, you know I'm willing to let anybody up, man. But at the end of the day, I'm not fucking with that troll shit tonight. I'm not in the mood for it. I really am not. But yeah, man, you are valuable. You hold a place in this world, man. But you got to understand that you got to realize within yourself you deserve better. Today is actually my 3-year anniversary on YouTube, man. And so I'm here. You know, a lot of you guys know that I initially came in talking about relationships and breakups and stuff like that, which I still do from time to time. But I'm really more or less geared toward masculinity and what men should do to be productive, man. As long as you're chasing your purpose and handling your business, you won't have a problem with dealing with women, man. It is what it is, man. But as you know, being distracted, as long as you give distractions the power of your attention, you're always going to be behind, man. You're always going to be in a place of limbo. You're not going to know what direction to go, because as men, this is what men implement into children, into families, and lifestyles, man. It's structure, order, character, discipline, direction, vision, purpose. These are masculine traits. And you look at modern society, this shit, you don't see so much of it because it's not there. It's to the point now that you can't even tell anybody nothing. You can't tell a motherfucker they wrong for sagging their damn pants. They get in their feelings. Young men. You understand what I'm saying? Sure, you're young. You're gonna make mistakes. But I mean, as a logical thinking, rational thinking human being, you would understand that if someone is older than you that is giving you some knowledge, you would adhere to it. You would listen to it. You would understand that they're telling you from a place of love, not to critique who you are, not to judge who you are as a person, but give you some direction of which way you need to go in life. Because that shit is a bottomless pit. It gets you nowhere. You're not going to go anywhere. It's going to end up being a shit stain or buried, dead and gone. You know how many young people are dying out here, man? Because they lack direction, leadership, guidance. How many people are influenced by motherfuckers that have none of those things? You got people who are emasculated and effeminate, grooming the next generation of emasculated and effeminate males. When I talk about masculinity being under attack, it's true. You're being raised to be weak, emotionally undisciplined, emotionally unstable. Mr. Zeke, man, I appreciate the sponsorship, my brother. S.O. Navasco, salute to you, my brother, with the sponsorship as well. The homie Trash 6, and it is it, man. Salute to you, my brother, with the 50 piece. If you're in the spot, man, you know, we mod people with 50 and up. Salute to you, my brother. Absolutely. I appreciate it. I am humbled by that. K. Lopez with the 20 spot. Salute to you as well, brother. In my closing, I'll say, man, you know, we've talked about what being a step dummy can get you. You can be Moist Twatkins, who waited 30 years after a bitch rejected him, and he still seeing the same bitch that rejected him 30 years before. He still saw the value in the old bitch that she deemed another man worthy of having multiple children by. He still was up that bitch going down memory lane and having to speak for her. It wasn't Skittles, it was Starburst. Yes, it was Starburst. And then you turn around on a live stream and she running shit. We got things to do. You want another live? You want another live stream? We got things to do, boys. Step dummies. These are the people who are actually influencing the black community. These motherfuckers that y'all look at as influencers, leaders, man. Whether it's celebrity athletes like Dwayne Wade or fucking chum buckets like Moist Twatkins, Umar Johnson. These people are a motherfucking council. And a lot of these politically driven women who try to shame you by the way that you vote, depriving you of being a free-thinking man, actually shaming you for not being responsible for their own terrible decision making. If you don't like single mothers, this you hate women, just say that. Try to shame you for not raising other men's offspring, for not raising other men's sperm. These people are actually considered the leader of our community. It gets worse. It gets much, much worse. Being a free-thinking, masculine man about his purposes and about his motherfucking business, you are actually being shamed. You are actually considered toxic masculinity. D-Rock Dan say, get that clip, you big dummy. Man, I'm going to tell you something. I'm starting to come with some more shit. I'm coming. And I know I've been doing the weekly thing lately, man. Man, bro, I just been really just discouraged. I told y'all weeks ago, man, why I was discouraged about this shit. Because I see the same shit going on again. And I'm not here for your money. I appreciate your sponsorship. Those who donate to me, those are the ones who keep this channel going. I'm going to be honest with you. I am an upwardly mobile, free-thinking man. I have my own business about myself, multiple businesses. So I don't need, to be here. But sometimes it comes on my spirit to come here, and if you donate to me, then you show me that I need to be here. Because a lot of you motherfuckers actually need to hear this shit every day. You really do. And it ain't no knock on you. Brother Charles, salute to you, man. Glad you could be in the building, brother. Glad to see you, man. So, I'm not going to take up too much of you guys' time, man, tonight, man. I see somebody in the back chat, brother. I had to catch you next time. We ain't gonna, I don't like to stay on more than an hour or so, man. I like to break it down, say what I say, and get the fuck up out of here because I ain't got time for the dumb shit. If I got brothers that normally come in and tune in, man, I come up here and let it loose. But other than that, man, I enjoy hearing brothers' feedback. I really do. Because brothers from all over, all walks of life are not saying the same thing about what the reality of what they're going through, just because it's some false narrative that we're trying to push some kind of agenda like most people. But if you think I'm bullshitting about the attack on masculinity, look no further than social media. It's right there. And if you motherfucking cuckolds are stupid enough to get entangled with a bitch just because she's sucking you good, or just because the bitch got a fat ass, the fat ass don't mean nothing. The pussy could be utter trash. And you pump a baby in her, you are a damn fool, man. Brothers should really, really reconsider their insatiable appetites, acting on that aggression that they have to worship women. Every fiber of your being should be focused on being a better man, a more masculine man, a more traditional man. A man that says, I don't give a fuck, I got $20 million, but guess what? I am going to change my own motherfucking oil. Because that's going to save me money. Or it's maybe something I like to do with my hands as a man. I like to be hands-on. I like to be in control with my hands. Just like wrapping it around a motherfucker's neck that's on some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious, man. Traditional masculinity is an afterthought in modern society, and it's unfortunate. You are expected to be a motherfucking provider and protector to another man's fucking sperm, dude. And you are actually being shamed for it. That is the sad state of events. That is the sad life that we're living in. I appreciate y'all fellas for coming through tonight. We are in I may come back. Y'all have to donate to me for me to come back. I ain't even gonna lie to you. When you donate to me, that's when I come back. Otherwise, I'll be on some like, man, I got shit I got to take care of. I ain't got time for this shit. For real, man. Shit. I'm serious, man. But theatricality and deception are powerful agents to the uninitiated. But we are the initiated. We are men first. Peace.